Hello there, this is Retro Spirits Guided, and this is the TURRICAN collection on the Evercade, which is Blaze's console of retro gaming joy. Blaze Entertainment there, their logo. Lovely stuff. We've got some sound effects for the VSR logo. Evercade. Right, let's get into the cartridge. What have we got here? It's taking a little time to boot. Got a loading thing. We've got Mega Turrican. We've got Mega Turrican Director's Cuts. We've got Mega Turrican Score Attack. That's 3 versions of Mega Turrican. We've got Super Turrican Director's Cut, Turrican 2, Super Turrican 2, Super Turrican Score Attack, Turrican 2 The Final Fight, and Turrican 3. There's a lot of Turrican, and Turrican's quite hard to say when you're as drunk as me. Right, we have... Let's play the original. Let's play the Amiga original Turrican, which I haven't done since 1990. When I had my Amiga, I bought this game. I bought the big box version of it. I think it cost me 20 quid. It was very exciting to play an arcade style game on the Amiga. Very exciting indeed. I've got a sort of a voice there, like an evil, like Satan's talking to me. Look at the title screen, we've got a buff dude who's holding his gun. Disgusting. Right, Factor 5 and Manfred Trends are responsible for this, I suppose, series of games. Right, we've got the Turrican suit here. It's kind of shiny and silver. He's got red knees, he's got red elbows, he's got blue shoulder pads. He's very much like a Power Ranger. I think if you jump here you get an extra life. And let's shoot some blocks to get extra weapons. So this is the first time I played the Amiga version in multiple years, and it's worse than I remember, but then most Amiga games generally are. I suppose the big thing about this game back in the day was the Amiga can do arcade games, arcade style games. Turrican was one of the first, I suppose, to prove that. I mean, it had 50 frames a second, I guess, PAL version, and it is smooth. I would say the graphics are not super impressive, but they're okay. I think this game, from memory, came on one floppy disk, so there's only like a megabyte and a half of data on a floppy disk. So this had, which is, probably 3 times as much as most Mega Drive cards, to be fair. So maybe a lot of that was taken up by the sound. Because remember the sound being good. A bit of sampled speech is probably quite a hefty file. Ooh, I've just fallen down a waterfall. That's no good for me, is it? That's death. Alright. Okay. Controls okay. Let's play Turrican 2, The Final Fight, which is a game I've never played before in my life. I'm going to quickly just run through all the different versions of Turrican that I can be bothered to play on here. This compilation is a good compilation. It's got all of the Turrican games you could possibly want. I think it's all of them. And, I mean, it doesn't have that one that came out on the Neo Geo, which played exactly like Turrican. Was it Gunlord? But it's got all the ones that came out on computers and consoles, so... Long story short, Super Turrican is the best Turrican game for me. The graphics have changed here. I would say that the backgrounds aren't quite as good, but we've got more animation on the enemies. More speech. We've got a gradient in the background. The Amiga was good at background gradients, wasn't it? Got bouncy music, that's nice. This spread gun is very satisfying to use in all versions of Turrican. I will give it that. The previous Turrican had lots of things at the bottom of the screen which you could do with like energy weapons and mines and things. I don't remember how that worked on the Amiga, but they're all mapped to different buttons on the Evercade. I've got a feeling on the Amiga... Oh, look, I'm shooting nothing. That's weird. There's a bug there. Found a bug, Manfred. Found a bug, Factor 5. I'm shooting an invisible black bit of sky. I've got a feeling the keyboard was involved, potentially, on the Amiga version. Ooh. Okay, we've got the bounce shot in here. See, I've never played this. I didn't know what was in this game, what isn't. We've got sort of a black column thing in the background. We've got floating sky concrete, because concrete is renowned for floating in the sky. Oh, we've just been killed by a anus on the floor. That's unfortunate. Let's play Turrican 3. This is the Amiga version of Turrican 3, I'm presuming. This also came out on the Mega Drive. Oh, we've got a logo that's scaling. Oh, we've got Dolby Surround. Look at that. Didn't know the Amiga could do Dolby Surround, but then I don't know what it means either. I'm sure it just means stereo music for this game anyway. We've got another Rip dude. This time, I suppose he's a bit like the evil thing from Battle of the Planets crossed a bit with He-Man or something. It was a bit of a weird. I suppose he looks a bit like Galactus from the Marvel Galactus. I'm going to go sound test there, which is unusual for an Amiga game. Turrican there going, oh no, I'm shooting in the sky and someone's stolen my apples. I don't know what his weird pose. Wow, we've got speech on picking up weapons again. We've got chunkier sound effects. We've got similar Turrican music. The graphics for all these Amiga games seem quite small, and I don't know if it's because the resolution's super high or the actual sprites feel sort of tiny. We've got like a flashing sprite here. It's only on the screen half the time. Oh yes, Turrican 3 is the one with the grappling hook mechanic, which I don't like at all. The music's gone mad here. He's gone arpeggio crazy. He is playing all the arpeggios, or he's playing one arpeggio, which is then getting modulated by a phase. Sound fans out there will know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's play Super Turrican. This is the best Turrican game, by a long stretch. It's got the nicest graphics. It's got excellent audio. It's got a Factor 5 logo, which looks like a pre-rendered lens flare, which is, 10 out of 10. We've got a flipping logo, a logo that flips around, like a tile flipping logo. And we've got gameplay of the jumpy, shooty variety. We've got a cave here where someone's bothered to light all the torches in the cave. I don't know whose job that is. It's a thankless job though, because it's a cave full of beasties and things that want to kill you. So it's dangerous to light torches in Turrican World. The exit is just this way. Is this the score attack version? Did I pick the wrong version? Anyway, yeah, this is... Well, it's way more colourful than the Amiga version, for a start. We've got all these kind of detailed tile maps. We've got parallax scrolling. We have the gradients of the Amiga. Yes, the Super Nintendo could do gradients as well. Yeah, it's just nice. The only thing does kind of ruin my eyes a little bit is the way the scrolling works, but that's feels a little bit off in terms of like, it just feels a little jerky in some way. Or laggy. Laggy is the right word. It's not jerky. It's laggy. And the power beam doesn't kill anything in this. It literally just stuns it. Yeah, that was the score attack version. Let's play Turrican 2. That's Super Turrican 2. I hate this version of the game. They went a bit contra with this. They ramped the action up. They said, well, it's not interesting just to have the man running across the stage by himself, and we're going to pre-render a load of graphics. So superficially, I suppose it was an improvement back in the day. This is the sort of thing that people back in the 90s would have probably gone, this is freaking amazing. But to me, this is a downgrade in every possible way. Even the music is much worse, which is annoying for a SNES sequel. Yeah, the main sprite's had an ugly stick, been beaten within an inch of its life. I mean, we do have like a heat hazy effect in the background, but Who cares about that? We've got speech in here, sort of scratchy speech. The sound effects aren't as good as Super Turrican. Yeah, a downgrade in gameplay and visuals from the original Super Turrican. Well done, chaps, whoever was responsible for this. It's almost like you went, well, we've got to make another Turrican. We can't make an improved version of the previous game. We've got to do something different, and so we'll just make everything less quality, and then see what the public think about that. And I'll tell you what this person thinks about that. It's stupid. I mean, you've got this snazzy laser effect. That's good. It's like an alpha kind of blended laser with space donuts in it. This is where it starts to go wrong. I mean, what's going on with this shizzle? It's almost like they just went, oh, we can just show how much stuff we can throw around the screen. How crazy we can make this game. It's just weird. It's no Contra. Contra 3, which is what this game I think is trying to sort of emulate to some degree. It's just much better than this nonsense. Can you jump on these enemies? I think you might be able to jump on them in your space truck. Oh, died. Spawned another space truck. Yeah, I really don't like that game. And it's bloody expensive as well. I remember PAL copies for that reaching in the hundreds of pounds back in the day. I don't know if that's still a thing. And this is Mega Turrican, so this is the Mega Drive version of Turrican 3. It's got different music to the Amiga, but it's still cool music, it just sounds different. Because the sound chip of the Mega Drive is different. It does have more colourful graphics. It doesn't feel as kind of hemmed in, I guess. I think the graphics are similar sizes. Got a bit more sprite glitching in here, but our scores and extra weapons, etc., are not in a bar. They are on top of the screen. I think on the Amiga version, from memory, they're in a bar, and we've got a background here with skeletons in sort of tubes, because that's where you keep your skeletons. You keep them in, well, you either keep them in the closet or you keep them in tubes, and whoever's designed this level has decided to keep them in tubes, so well done to you. Again, he's going through all the arpeggiated noises he can get on the old soundtrack. Yeah. So that's Turrican collection on the Evercade. It's cool if you like Turrican. You've got all the versions of Turrican you could possibly want, and it's 20 quid. So yeah. I mean, these came out on the Switch. These Turrican games came out on the Switch by limited run, I think. I think it was like 35 quid a pop. You didn't even get all the Turrican games on one of the cartridges. They split it over 2 cartridges. So these Evercade carts do represent quite cool value for money, I suppose. And the re-release of this game from, I think it was Strictly Limited, cost 50 quid by itself on the Mega Drive cart. So yeah, you can't say fairer than that. Good stuff. All right then. That's Turrican collection on Evercade. It's worth getting if you're a Turrican fanboy. Ta-ra!